We dug through wine blogs, expert rankings, and online reviews to find the 10 most talked about budget wines under $20 and ranked them from worst to best. Some of these are cult favorites, others, not so much. Whether you're stocking up for a party or just want a weeknight bottle that doesn't taste like regret, this list will help you sip smarter. Let's kick it off with the wines that, according to the internet, should probably stay on the shelf. Albino Armani Pinot Grigio takes our 10th spot as the Italian Pinot Grigio that demonstrates how a respected wine region can still produce disappointing bottles when cost-cutting takes priority. This Veneto-produced white wine carries Italian heritage in its name, but delivers a thin, characterless experience that fails to showcase what Italian Pinot Grigio can achieve. The flavor profile is aggressively neutral, with barely detectable fruit notes and a watery texture that lacks the body and minerality that defines quality Pinot Grigio. The acidity feels flat rather than crisp, creating a wine that tastes more like slightly grape-flavored water than an actual varietal expression. Any citrus or stone fruit character that might be present is so muted it's essentially invisible. Professional tastings consistently note the lack of distinctive character and the disappointing execution that makes this suitable only for situations where any white wine will do. The Italian designation creates expectations that the liquid consistently fails to meet. At $8 to $10 per bottle, Albino Armani represents the bottom tier where budget constraints remove the qualities that make Pinot Grigio worth drinking, delivering a wine that's technically drinkable but fundamentally forgettable. Renieri in Vetro Super Tuscan claims 9th place as the Italian red blend that attempts to leverage the prestigious Super Tuscan designation while delivering a product that doesn't honor that tradition. This Tuscan blend uses international grape varieties in the Super Tuscan style, but the execution reveals significant compromises in fruit quality and winemaking that undermine the premium positioning. The fruit character tastes jammy and one-dimensional rather than showing the complexity that defines quality Super Tuscans. The tannins are harsh and unintegrated, creating a stringency that makes the wine challenging to drink without food. The oak influence feels heavy-handed, with vanilla and toast notes dominating rather than complementing the fruit. The finish is short and slightly bitter, lacking the length and elegance associated with Tuscan wines. Professional reviews note the disconnect between the Super Tuscan designation and the actual quality, with the wine showing more characteristics of mass-produced international blends than thoughtful Tuscan winemaking. The harsh tannins and unbalanced structure suggest rushed production or inferior fruit selection. At $10 to $12 per bottle, Renieri in Vetro charges for the Super Tuscan name while delivering a product that doesn't justify the association with this respected category. Pazzia Primitivo secures 8th place as the Southern Italian red that shows some promise but struggles with balance and refinement. This Primitivo from Puglia delivers the bold, fruit-forward character expected from the grape and region, but the execution reveals the challenges of producing quality wine at extreme budget pricing. The fruit is ripe and jammy, showing the characteristic dark berry and plum notes of Primitivo, though the ripeness occasionally tips into overripe territory with raisin-like qualities. The alcohol feels slightly hot and unintegrated, creating warmth that can be pleasant in small doses but becomes fatiguing over a full glass. The tannins are present but somewhat rough, lacking the polish that comes from quality fruit or extended aging. The flavor profile delivers recognizable Primitivo character with bold fruit and spice, though the overall balance suffers from the alcohol heat and the lack of complexity beyond primary fruit flavors. Professional tastings note that while this represents acceptable budget Primitivo, it shows the limitations of extreme cost constraints on Southern Italian winemaking. At $8 to $10 per bottle, Pazzia delivers bold fruit character at accessible pricing while revealing the compromises necessary to achieve this price point. If you're already learning which budget wines to skip, hit that subscribe button and stick around. We're about to reveal 7 bottles that prove great wine doesn't require breaking the bank. Cambos Ferré Sauvignon Blanc takes our 7th spot as the French Sauvignon Blanc that demonstrates what happens when Loire Valley expertise meets budget-friendly production. This white wine delivers recognizable Sauvignon Blanc character with crisp acidity and citrus notes, though the execution shows some of the limitations inherent in budget French wine production. The citrus and green apple notes are present and identifiable, providing the refreshing character that defines Sauvignon Blanc. The acidity is bright and clean, creating the crisp finish that makes this varietal food-friendly and refreshing. However, the fruit intensity is moderate rather than vibrant, and the minerality that characterizes premium Loire Sauvignon Blanc is barely detectable. The overall profile is clean and correct, without being particularly exciting or complex. Professional tastings note that while this delivers acceptable Sauvignon Blanc character, it lacks the distinctive personality and depth that makes the varietal compelling. The French origin provides some authenticity, though the budget constraints limit the expression of local character. At $9 to $11 per bottle, Cambos Ferret represents competent budget Sauvignon Blanc that works for casual drinking without delivering memorable wine experiences. Barasca Prosecco DOCG claims 6th place as the Italian sparkling wine that brings genuine DOCG quality to budget pricing. This Prosecco from the protected designation region delivers the fresh, fruity character that makes Italian sparkling wine appealing, with production standards that ensure basic quality despite the accessible price point. The bubbles are lively and persistent, creating the effervescence that makes Prosecco celebratory and refreshing. The fruit profile shows green apple, pear, and citrus notes with the characteristic floral aromatics that define quality Prosecco. The sweetness level is balanced in the off-dry style, providing approachability without becoming cloying. The finish is clean and refreshing, making this suitable for aperitifs or casual celebrations. The DOCG designation ensures this comes from the premium Prosecco production zone and meets quality standards that separate it from generic Italian sparkling wines. Professional reviews note the solid execution and the genuine Prosecco character that makes this a reliable choice for budget-conscious celebrations. At $10 to $12 per bottle, Barasca delivers authentic Italian sparkling wine quality that proves DOCG standards maintain baseline quality even at accessible price points. Prototype Cabernet Sauvignon secures 5th place as the California Red that demonstrates what New World winemaking can achieve at budget pricing. This Napa Valley Cabernet delivers recognizable varietal character with dark fruit and structured tannins, showing that quality California wine doesn't always require premium pricing. The fruit profile shows blackberry, cassis, and dark cherry notes with the ripe character that defines California Cabernet. The tannins are present and structured without being harsh, creating enough backbone for food pairing while remaining approachable for casual drinking. The oak influence is noticeable but integrated, adding vanilla and spice notes that complement rather than overwhelm the fruit. The overall balance is solid, with fruit, tannin, and oak working together to create a cohesive Cabernet experience. Professional tastings note that while this doesn't match the complexity of premium Napa Cabernets, it delivers genuine varietal character and drinkability at a fraction of the price. At $12 to $15 per bottle, Prototype represents the sweet spot where California winemaking expertise creates quality wine at accessible pricing, proving that good Cabernet doesn't require triple-digit investment. We're about to get into the budget wines that'll make you question why you've been spending twice as much, so stick around because these next 4 bottles prove that exceptional quality and smart pricing can absolutely coexist. Carmen Gran Reserva Cabernet Sauvignon takes our 4th spot as the Chilean Red that showcases what South American winemaking excellence can deliver at remarkable value. This Maipo Valley Cabernet demonstrates the quality and consistency that has made Chilean wine a go-to choice for budget-conscious wine lovers seeking genuine varietal character. The fruit is ripe and expressive, showing concentrated blackcurrant, plum, and dark cherry notes. The tannins are well-structured and smooth, showing careful winemaking that creates balance rather than harshness. The oak aging is evident but integrated, adding complexity with vanilla, tobacco, and subtle spice notes that enhance rather than mask the fruit. The overall profile delivers genuine Gran Reserva quality with depth and complexity that rivals wines costing significantly more. Professional tastings consistently praise the exceptional value and the serious winemaking that makes this suitable for special occasions, despite the modest pricing. At $12 to $15 per bottle, Carmen Gran Reserva proves that Chilean Cabernet can compete with premium regions when producers prioritize quality fruit and traditional methods. Château de la Chapelle Bordeaux claims third place as the French Red that brings authentic right bank Bordeaux character to budget-friendly pricing. This Merlot-dominant blend from the Blay region demonstrates that genuine Bordeaux quality exists beyond the famous appellations, delivering classic French elegance at accessible prices. The blend showcases ripe red fruit with blackberry and plum notes, complemented by the earthy, herbal complexity that defines Bordeaux character. The tannins are refined and well integrated, showing the kind of structure that makes Bordeaux age-worthy while remaining approachable young. The oak influence is subtle and European in style, adding savory notes and texture without overwhelming the fruit. Professional reviews note the exceptional quality-to-price ratio and the classic Bordeaux profile that makes this a steal for those seeking French wine authenticity. At $13 to $16 per bottle, Château de la Chapelle delivers right bank elegance that demonstrates why Bordeaux remains the benchmark for blended reds. Eccentric Malbec Bourbon Barrel takes second place as the Argentine red that demonstrates what happens when New World innovation meets quality fruit. This Mendoza Malbec uses bourbon barrel aging to create a unique flavor profile that showcases Argentine winemaking creativity while honoring the varietal's characteristic bold fruit. The Malbec fruit is rich and concentrated, showing the dark plum, blackberry, and violet notes that define quality Argentine expressions. The bourbon barrel aging adds distinctive vanilla, caramel, and subtle whiskey notes that create complexity without overwhelming the fruit character. The tannins are velvety and approachable, while the oak integration shows careful winemaking that balances innovation with drinkability. Professional tastings praise the unique approach and the quality execution that makes this memorable. At $14 to $17 per bottle, Eccentric Malbec delivers innovative quality that proves creative aging techniques can elevate budget wines into something special. Héritier's Bourgogne Chardonnay takes our top spot as the Burgundy White that proves world-class wine regions can deliver exceptional quality at accessible pricing. This Bourgogne Chardonnay represents everything that makes Burgundy legendary: elegance, complexity, and local expression. In a bottle that doesn't require mortgage refinancing, the wine shows beautiful balance between fruit and minerality, with citrus, green apple, and subtle stone fruit notes complemented by the chalky minerality that defines Burgundian whites. The oak treatment is restrained and classic, adding texture and subtle vanilla notes without masking the pure fruit and mineral character. The acidity is vibrant and precise, creating the kind of freshness and structure that makes great Burgundy age-worthy. The wine displays remarkable elegance and finesse, with layers of flavor that develop throughout consumption. Each sip reveals new nuances, demonstrating the kind of complexity that only comes from quality fruit, traditional winemaking, and authentic regional character. Professional tastings consistently rank this among the best values in Burgundy, noting the exceptional quality that makes this indistinguishable from wines costing 2 or 3 times as much. At $16 to $20 per bottle, Héritier Benoit delivers genuine Burgundy excellence that represents the absolute pinnacle of what budget wine can achieve, proving that with the right producer and the right region, exceptional quality and accessible pricing can coexist beautifully. These 4 wines demonstrate that the upper tier of budget wines can deliver genuine regional character, thoughtful winemaking, and complexity that rivals premium bottles, proving that smart shopping and exceptional quality aren't mutually exclusive. Hit that like button if this ranking just upgraded your wine game, subscribe for more honest reviews that help you drink better without spending more, and drop a comment about your favorite budget wine discovery. Until next time, drink better, not more. Drink responsibly, and remember, great wine is about what's in the bottle, not what's on the price tag.